before you did your first demo or recording?
Oh, okay. So it was like 10 years. Yes.
And what were you communicating with your dad then?
No. Like you didn't understand the music thing by then. So when I know I jumped in my life, I'm a cry.
So you were a lone ranger.
Yeah, Lone Ranger. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't have no me, I didn't know any of my aunties who was rich or my uncles who was rich. It was only my dad that I know that was a rich man. So that's why I love my dad so much, because he made me see like life differently.
Okay.
But my mom said like no pen no struggle like BBA. So for me to call somebody time I'm more about I couldn't even do that.
Okay. Who did your first recording?
If my first
studio experience.
First studio experience, then it was a guy called Maron.
Okay.
Yeah, Maron was in the Zongo, Latibia Koshi Zongo area. I'm not recording my first demo, and after I recorded it for me, I went to play it for Obo. So Obo has a song that he been saying. If he sees me, he whistles like. Is those is because of Yogi, Not pay Yogi as a
Yogi
doggy, but me and doggy. Okay. Was so me the call demo, so doggy. Yeah, so doggy, my baby. I wanted to be too close.
Where's Avro?
So that was my first demo. My second place was a studio called Benveg Studios.
Okay.
So that studio on Namiko Share. One of my former boys, militants, joined 7-7.
Okay.
That's where we started, creating that friendship.
Okay.
So, also only me like for a long time,
Right.
So, yeah. So from there, before I got an opportunity to record with, campsite, the first time I saw Zap Mallet, I was like, hey,
huge.
James Benny. Obo gave me a feature on the song. And, he was like, you're going to go far, I like your voice. Like, it looks. So it was Zamalet who told me, I have this husky voice.
Yeah.
That was the first time I heard that. Ubi Akachem say, you have this husky voice. And I like the mixing. I'm like, since Akachem didn't say me, wow. That moved me to Roro, Yenipano, or Kumasiano. No, your boy. Morris Babyface. Obo had to bring me here, to come and record. And I started meeting every engineer that, Don Dimo, a whole lot of people. Like, I started meeting a whole lot of, like, engineers, the producers.
That's why Kubola, I won't be a musician. Then, when Kubola, I bet didn't so a musician. Because parents were not cool with, doing music with the full Soviet Akushibra. And I think that sometimes because of maybe the past, musicians, the things they've gone through and, their lifestyle, and it's like either you go into drugs or you don't make money. But as a poor person. So to be where you are, you really done well. I mean, that's the spirit that I see in you. I'm going to say, I like Wale. But some fans, they're very later.
Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale. I said he'll come you later.
I won't tell you.
Oh, Shatta Wale is always right. See, I'm one the lines I didn't remember.
So from Doggy, right?
Yeah.
To Bandana. Bandana, I'm not free.
Well, Bandana from high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before I entered high school, I was like, no, I need to change my name.
So why the Bandana?
I mean, Bandana part. I'm the chichim inside, I mean,
Tupac.
And Tupac was like my role model that time.
No wonder.
Yeah. Person me tattoo. Once upon a time, me saw Kendra and I didn't need to shame. Me say me babe Tronia Tupac actually. They were shame. Yeah. Say I never got no shame machine when I hear so like that's what made me change my name to Bandana. You know, and Obo, I spoke to Obo about it too, and he said no, it's a good name. But going forward, maybe I need to rebrand. I was like, okay, cool. So Bandana really, also paved the way for me.
Right. When I interviewed Ken Aisoba, he said good things about you in terms of hard work. I was, hey, Shatta, oh no. Shatta, yeah, Juba.
Yeah.
When in Nante Kakra.
Terrible Chaka,
Terrible Chaka, yeah.
So it was true Terrible Chaka I met Ken Aisoba.
Okay.
And the way I tell you, yeah, Jumano. I caught that spirit, me spirit no, because I was like, hey, now nipa beni, because they were to me recorded. See, no, I record another one. Wow. No, I recorded another one. Miss, hey, and that's all recorded. So, or to me, trouba, or to you know, on show.
Okay.
So, I'm like, hey, that is many. It's a mini word power.
Okay.
So, it was Terry that gave me that motivation and made share Isoba. So, when I met Isoba too, I think once, my name is Share was studio in Niama. Okay. You know, he saw that I was just recording like that. You know, even though I didn't tell anybody that time, then but I was like, no, I need to be like creative. I need to bring the lyrics out properly. So I was also recording like that. So that's why I used to buy the Upper Masempa, you know, Upper Masem. Sometimes me Shana like Niamo to me kind of like attaching me Makuma. You know, he's a very great friend of mine and I love him, you know. Yeah.
Tinny also said same. Only Tinny relationship with us. So what time?
So Tinny met me in Labadi. You know, whilst I was in the streets, you know, I went to stay with some friends in Labadi and Otiminyumbi, and Mofi.
Okay.
That was like my second breakthrough. I'm on because my first one, your boy, we need secondary school. So I was like, hey, start best school, Charlie. My girls, no, boy.
That was after Konkontiba, right?
Yeah, that was after. No, that was after his first album. Yeah. So like everybody knew the song. So when he came to the school, I was like, hey, what do you? Yes, no, what girls no because Star was. So, you know, Tinny was the second person that gave me that because one day Mofia I say Tinny show me. Me pee and coffee pee like a bunting. So no kita no one door bisu. Coffee pure bunting. Say, Shatta Wale, take up. So I was like, hey, Charlie, me important, sir. Yeah. Straight and on him call studio.
Okay.
You know. That was like last to Hammer, you know, and from there, he became a godfather to me.
Okay.
Tinny is the only person that those days not a miniska or no mamiska.
Wow.
Tinny to BlackBerry, fresh time I buy no mami. He goes to America, does shoppings for me. He gives me sometimes $500,000.
Wow.
You know those times.
I'll let you.
And so mommy, those times me shipper, and so mommy said I'm a vino. No more pet a share side no. This time I mean shit. My name is we just can be around me shit. It's a big one. No, now
Rich Game can so jai, but later was how boy.
No, but when I met Rich Game, I wasn't smoking.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't smoking weed. Yeah, because now my cop break bare 4 years.
Okay.
But people don't know that about me, you know, because sometimes I have that energy already.
Okay.
You know, so it always looks like Oko stage can come say, and then Shatta Wale. Wow. Yeah, but Tinny was like taking care of me that time, and I was feeling so comfortable, and I wasn't misusing it. You know, I remember some time ago, my first girl, no, he had to go there, you know, and go and give the girl money for me because I'm you know. So Tinny like it's like when I talk about one of the Ghanaian artists that have really helped me to survive is Aliche.
Okay.
Yeah, and I always give him that respect, you know, like I still owe him now. Like I really want to even do things for him that I can't do, but you know, most of the times I like to call him and tell him that hey, I'm working hard and you know, I'm a chance kakaba, you know, I can be able to. So shout out to Tinny, man.
Yeah, first time I met him was 2007. I invited him for this my Valentine shows, and we fly on Reggie, Jackie, about 13 of that. I think there's a picture here. Yeah,
yeah, I saw the picture.
And so I was through flight. You know, baby, return wasn't no way. Obeko by road. So what time? I'm okay. Moko, right? Only Tinny, right?
And that was 2004.
Okay.
So that time I was recording him, you know, I had this label, Westwise Records, you know. That man know you're Ghanaian, but the wife is Japanese.
Okay.
You know, so I went to record with a friend in the studio and it was like, he wants to, you know, help me out. And so he was my helper, my breakthrough, you know. But get release the album maybe, you know. I was expecting say, because I didn't want to go like, be all boy me. So I didn't want to go like, oh, we should do a contract, and I want to know my terms, because I was like, no, with my bread, I just needed a breakthrough, for my parents to even know that at least my new was street, so I bought me, But later, I think they took advantage of whatever respect I was giving them.
As in that Chinese.
Yeah,
okay.
Because the wife, there, I went there, and that was when I had this issue with Makoko Kumante, because he was the one distributing the album for me. So I went to his office to tell him that, I'm checking my sales in there. Accountant be on the office. They were only make us
on slip music.
the back outside. They want to make us by heart no. Say me go for boy and chance go for boy. I said no, like we need to be at that by that time too. I was hustling. When Bandana came out, I was staying with my girl. No, I was staying with my cousin, your family cousin, be a friend of Willie.
Okay.
He gave me his room to stay there. So I was even in his room when he drove and came to Bill mo piece of my top banana from Ghana. So me TMC, hey. Me peleon went pa America.
Okay.
Me penasem niniam. And some person me yet say like me yet scat so. So when I heard the song already, I was like, hey, Lewin, a bone no more really so when I would be them no.
Wow.
So I was complaining to my label, say, oh, me need baby ada, that kind of thing. They should help me. They didn't. So the bear 1 year, and I was staying in Minyaska Kakra and Miguel Sinyaska Kakra, and I had to call and say, well, baby, that was Blue Lagoon, So one day me call me producer and say, Charlie, and you know cost but Charlie, the way I me leaving or something. I say, branding me Kakra. My video no come, I go try. Me my time, me share 50. No, I'm try Bandana from Ghana video. So we'll try so far. Yeah, hey, no, the wife and I'm on the scabby bro. Say, they should find me a house, get me a car, and they didn't do that. So the day I was gonna tell him we should breach the contract, this and that, Makoko Kumante was there, and and Mark said something that day, and I was like, okay, I hope you are going to say this on radio. He told, then my mom was present that time. Okay. So because I went with my mom. So me, my mom, as witness. So me, my mom, man and the wife. That the man and the wife, no, we should say because they couldn't find Kwame. And so to me, Kwame, but I gave you plenty dollars. I gave $10,000. $10,000. Say I'm renting I am peka and go bit me. So woman also. But Mark was like, but Shatta, one thing I am at the plan is say, Kasa Kwame do Sika and I say person breach contract. Oh, daddy, I brady here. Someone to me investing near. Let me say me come baby. I say at least with the Sika no Mark he had that issue with most artists say the Sika now. So when he said I was like I hope say you go and tell people how humble I came to breach this contract for us to settle. Well, later I was on quite started spreading some in what dear, for one me, man, no menina cocoon in so that thing went viral, and that was when Bandana started coming down, because all the DJs heard the man doesn't work with me anymore, I don't respect, blah blah blah, so it really took me to a whole. Yeah.
The afternoon, I decided, okay, then let me go rebranding.
Yeah. Okay. So the rebranding came with me learning about, me being a producer. Yeah,
Well, there's something sabotage those days. Studios are.
I mean, my recording baby studios are almost deleting them now. But we come back and go, oh, that's what you lost. Say, hey. Wow. Yeah. So it was one time that one producer, industry phobia friend said, me more recording me. So I was like, oh, okay. Then I need to start working on myself then. So that was when I started buying my PCs, my, memories. I mean, Skype and the sound card. So I was using the Pentium 2 sound card to record, from home and stuff like that. So it was a gradual process. Any money I have to save small, and just make sure. Because some besides sound card price, those times it was 2,500. Ghana City, dozen. So I was like, okay, cool. I started working gradually, and I started getting everything, and that was what has brought me here.
Bandana to Shatta Wale. One amount I idea, or who coined that name for you to use?
So Shatta Wale no, you know say so say no me wo me click via na e free your own Shatta movement nada.
As like friends of friends.
Yeah, friends of friends. What am I say? So me no na Shatta no my sister on my Facebook dada.
Oh, okay.
But so say me share because sometimes my instincts move me to certain things I don't know. So me share Sammy boys so no say one from Shatta movement Sally and then I do with a bit me a coin and I know a whole label.
Okay.
So that was how come the Shatta name came to stand strong. Because I'm boys I'm one was back when I don't know me see you I don't know why you do it.
Oh, okay.
I not discover me.
Okay.
I no say catching the boys say Charlie boy be Charlie by him pushing no. So anytime they were giving me money, so that was how come I even started like getting some vim where they know say hey okay
Get support.
yeah Mr. Shatta Wale my brand name and in the bit me baby. But it took us years to build it.
Now what the nigga there?
Wale no world related lyrical entertainer. That one let me use you Bandana songs smooth Wale. So it was an abbreviated word, you know, something to motivate myself. World related lyrical entertainer.
Right.
You know, so I was just using that, and so when I added the Shatta to it, I was like, it sounds nice. Shatta Wale. I didn't do something say
So Vim
Vim. So I was like, cool, then let's go with it. So it was me, my clique, you know, we started doing shows ourselves, you know, moving to areas, you know, to perform, you know, we're spreading the word.
Right.
That's what we actually did from Accra to Tamale. Show biya benye biya cause yeah cause so yeah ba won say e kita bibi no me boys I'm on the street this scout fee scout bank scout car
So from that album, Mukona Bayeden.
man no problem.
Yeah.
After no problem, then I started releasing like singles, Bisa, you know, before I came to do an album called Rasta Flex, you know, then I came to label Biso producing me Start Keep for, and I made another album, Road to Success. Yeah.
Enter the net and I'm saying breakthrough, right?
Dancehall King.
Dancehall King.
Yeah, that was Dancehall King. I'm releasing in 2012.
2012.
Yeah, but it got like the attention in 2013.
That time, those who were reigning in terms of dancehall, with that voice, Yogi Dogi, Sonny Bali, who else?
Some Batman.
Then,
Yeah.
Then
And
this guy. Where was I1?
Madfish.
Madfish. I1 by Tambay.
Oh, I want there's all about time I not like about I want came in the 2000s I think.
Jupiter
in the 2000s. Jupiter they were like aftermath.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, all the new dancers because the people I started with was Terrible Chaka, Yogi Doggy, Madfish. Those were like the strong dancehall artists that we had. You know, Pricky Yadi,
yes.
Kiadi, you know, and
What now man?
not me there Yogi Doggy. You know, Yogi was like Yogi didn't about Kumasi first.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, that was early. You know, we came to the art center. On show we were I'm feeling rough.
Right.
Yeah, you know. So Yogi there forever, you know, like I just loved him. After Yogi, before I met Terry, and I was like, okay, cool. Terry is also like a godfather to me in that thing, yeah.
Beefing Dixon.
Any Ronnie coaches? Yeah, Bookback, yeah.
I met him in 99 at Panafest. Yes. Dixon beefing. Advantages of Dixon beefing. The advantages.
The advantages is
because you are the king of all.
But you see, I'll talk about the marketing of beef, you know. You know, if you don't know how to market your beef, there's no way you're going to get any opportunity out of it. But if you know how to market it, yeah, you make money out of it.
Right.
So that's how I say I do healthy beef. I don't do like violent beefs. You know, healthy beef in the sense that, okay, let's make a show. And you say, my boss, but I mean, boss, for it to get me maybe some legal implications. Yeah, what was it? So I think it's how you market it, you know. And with beefing, you don't have to carry feelings with it. Because me, I don't carry feelings with beef. Me catch you, me say boxer, ordinary my knockout, out of form, referee by also and say me winning. That's all, you know. So you don't have to carry feelings with beef, because if you do that, it means you are not a business person, you know, doing whatever you are doing. So beefing is good, but if you
how
can't,
you handle it.
yeah, it's how you handle it. Yeah.
So why you beef bear 10? Example.
But salad they mean be salad, but beef there.
Beef, why? Yeah. So why you beef bear 10? Would you now planning to with them? I mean, what it will be now? Me fanya there.
Mama
So why ya? Would you now planning say, okay, let me create this. Let me go and attack Sammy. Just to push my agenda. Would you know why, sir?
Well, I've not tried that before.
Nina a real
You know. Go. But show me before. So okay, cool. Cause thing I mean to baby now comfortable.
Sometimes who start to be that?
Me start. You see, that's what I'm saying. Ghana had no more. Like we don't document. If people document stuff, everybody will know that Shatta Wale never started any of this. No, trust me.
Is it because you are known or you are above? Is it because you are above them? Tell the audio bar no.
No, I'm not above anybody. I think
in terms of popularity.
I think we are all popular.
So I didn't know the kind of who now didn't you.
So no, maybe the way I'm kind of what I say. Oh no, the way I'm say like I'm with the diplomacy can crash him. More polishing, you know. But we want to come in raw. Of course, like that's why they say don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You know what I mean? Maybe Obano quiet, but me Obano. Now I prepared that. I mean, be prepared. This my motto. Me a scout.
Ever ready.
Ever ready. And Uba, no. Surprise now, me man went to say, hey, that's it. They make they be the okay and waka. And so they make and make a show. That's what Ghanaians don't want to understand about me. They feel when I'm going, I go hard too much. No, but I can't go soft when you're also going soft.
Right.
You know, and if you know the type of person I am, you should be able to, like, if boxers want to fight with themselves, wait for a video, now we watch a video until the weak points in there, man.
Right.
But here, you find some people that get that attention. So when I go, they be punching, no. Punching, but I'm punching. Yeah, so it's how people see it. Because I can give you examples of stuffs that I can go hard to it. I'll be about. You know, for instance, like when I sit down and maybe I say, oh, I'm going to perform in London. Manager Sammy, I call London, I call a show. That's why I'm £80,000. Obesity radio so say, oh boy. No,
Without facts.
Yeah, without. So you see that person, I will deal with you like animal.
Basa.
Oh, it's only God that can judge.
Yeah.
So God, when He wants to judge, He judges from the right side of life. God will ask you, were you there?
You and I were not there.
Thank you. So if He has said it, why don't we research and find out before we come and say it? But because of hatred, no work of beef, say I'll go hard. Like I won't even look at anybody. You know, and that's how these things come. But I mean, Becca, na cause na Shatta na one then na cause your boy just said despite no age na despite they be omung na mejibi. Because nobody is trying to advise the person. Oh, hey. Yeah, apart from your program now going guy now who kind of wants a Bank of Ghana and throw in chow. You know, so most of the times when I see people say, Shatta open to comments, ye men of little faith.
And then I'll block me.
Oh no.
Block me.
So now blasting me to do. Now I went to beef last year. So it was mommy that made me understand you.
Okay, to say.
No, so say Oh no until I say oh blasphemy. She wanted you to find out why I was doing that. But you didn't find out.
That's what it was
with them for who funny there.
So me fro never busa. I said my kebi.
But so says all friend me no me. O dey just say me na koka ebia.
Yeah, later I can't answer.
But so says mo kan say no go say mu di petrol guja no.
Was it after the freedom concert?
Yeah.
Blocking, right?
And after the freedom concert. After the freedom, the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
I'll call you for the Ghana why you do so did them guys who say me come be. So say Ghana media.
I affect you.
What's a Ghana media? I'm in the media, so
no.
Some.
No.
What can someone come to me? You see the other side of it.
Ghana Blasters, as some water say good. Go. A year in your show also. But you see, all the players don't take the blame. Yeah, they don't take it like, okay, then I'll play again. They don't take it like that. Because they know where the fault comes from. What must I say? What I want people to really know about me talking is that this is a guy that deals direct. So when you're dealing with me, you deal with me properly. Like, be careful of how you want to deal with me. If you want to come direct to me, just let me know so that we can go direct. But so somebody at the end say, "We yap Shatta, obi an kan wansem. We yap Shatta, obi an kan wansem." Now we so far because we can make group mu na ma shem.
Also Santa, I want for you am timi frɛ.
Sir.
We can wansem say, why in the day would you want to buy that? Some fans knew how close we are. So me can say we cry with me through. Obo press wa Shatta. Obvious.
So the fans have come to realize. That's why earlier when I was saying, I was speaking about our rules are our Shatta movement.
Always right.
Shatta Wale is always right. That is rule number one.
Number two, go back to
number two. If you don't understand, refer to rule number one. Yes, because Shatta did blame one baby. To say me back say I'm living normal, meaning for meaning talk bia. Nkofo say you shouldn't be buying nkofo was your mama me beautiful. What must say but imagine say me buy na boka mama so. Come I don't know pan like me answer. I've never done that before. So when I see people in the media doing that, I have a WhatsApp group page. The whole Ghana, me my inaugurated Shatta movement in the 16 regions or so we are like a movement in the country.
Yeah.
So the only thing for me is like, hello guys, HammerTime attack. Said B. You know, because they see you. They see you like they see people like you like. Oh, Hammer. Now they didn't see you. Say was your own research, but you didn't research about it, and now you are blasting our king. So now we are coming and to be for 64 battalions on what Shatta movement. Highness in our lion crew. I say, wow, social media, we be deactivating. Because to be that, because phone bring. You know,
between one time.
Oh, you know, sometimes it's fun.
I mean, it's
yeah. Fun. No, sometimes maybe they don't know you are a godfather to me. You know, they feel maybe why isn't it? But see, so this is even an opportunity for me to let them know, say, you've been there for me. What must I say? Like, you are somebody that love like the arts, and you know, you look at talents, you know. So it's just that because of misinformation, that is what is making them feel like, now why is me? Nice man, we are with us. So yes, me couple boys are from. I say, daddy, you know the hammer guy for. I say, I mean, my father leave me. He miss me. That boy. They say, hey, like, even though you like, don't. I won't go so tough for. I say, I beg, leave up. You know, and sometimes it hurts me when people are even speaking around my like so bit say and you just see. And yeah. Anyway, good relationship, but. I'm more to make our videos. So after the program, and you said the whole kind fans don't be yo what's so say there someone say program no dem. So what they be. So say can in a certain way more kind of answer my say Shatta are not here. And people outside don't know who Shatta is. So most of the times me I like to tell them say find out the source. What I say, and as a colleague be be na mo say enya. If mo say be mo colleague be to radio so no ya Shatta Wale. Mo friend can say, hey, my friend Jai. This one the oil no. Say Shatta ba so sisia. Oba be kasa ombo ade. Jai. Ope say oni ni Shatta am planning na mo nya promo ana mo marketing mo ha. Fresh Shatta na fresh same na mo planning bibi ba. The oye die. Akwa no. Ono obe ya una na we na be pay free. Was a summer no, because I do it like that because I want you to also feel the pain that I'm feeling. Because I have parents, even though I don't live with my parents, I know they have feelings for me. You know, I have like family that maybe I'm Shatta Bibi like but they can't explain what I say. So I feel they should also just limit how they misinform people. And me, that hasn't been my problem. The misinformation out there. Because Shatta and to baby about news that. I would say police are chimida.
Yeah.
The only
police
case I have is music that police case.
Way, yeah.
They be a police station because of music. Me know kai kwa yesa ko say waja go sue me. Is it bulldog too? I say many if you Schwarzenegger TikTok so. Yeah. And I if you can say on in a die, you know, she's then something like
so defamation.
But more already know system no say defamation. You know that's the problem we have.
Once you say something about somebody and you're not credit, I mean,
it's defamation. Yeah. But the reason why I can't sue Akwesa Baji is that I don't want to waste time with this your nonsense. And to go and pay lawyer because of Akwesa Baji is nonsense. Me that's how I see it. I see like okay, so from now on, Ajan never. But at the end of the case, so don't speak about him again. And I say in conscience here, so that they stop. You see, so those are the things. When I see things like system, so employing artists, because the system is not even protecting us to even save us from these people. You know, so when I see things like that, I go like, how is all these things happening and the system is not even taking care of it? But sadly, I'm going solve it because and then interviews I want to use your space to tell every leader in Ghana say they should stop that fear they are putting in Ghanaians. You know, when there is truth, they should try and, you know, find out and solve it. I've been saying things so many times on these social media spaces, and if you don't pay attention to it, they shouldn't make they shouldn't think that I'm a show lawyer and I'm a show president and I'm a show IGP and I'm a show law. Law no, it has to be right. We are all not above the law. And just be they should just make sure say they correct they
call them to order.
Yes, the problem. What am I saying? They shouldn't see certain problems in Ghana as more important than, you know, certain problems. Like for instance, I say I'm Robert's boss. Just say for police.
Yeah.
Hello, but America, cars when move about. What must I say? Here we have problems that Utiana police alcohol because the problem is important for them. But when it's us, it's like and I said Shatta there. I want to make them aware that I'm a different person altogether. I've made a song this year that I am not going to jail this year for any nonsense matter. They no, but so the way I could do December, Malia nice, we present December nice with no problem. Election, but so with the young election, I'm say, Abia say, Bauman never win, and I'm Muhammad never Nepa, Makako Boshu Kakramano, no woman be Kakran, and the fans no. Most of us say a cockot at election period time. Those people are not serious people. So I beg, our leaders need to check those people because they started this. I didn't start anything. So they should just make sure that, you know, they take care of that for me.
Now this election, that's one blog we are in.
Oh, me, so blog me Jimo cement and cement. Sub blog me back.
Because I realized something about politicians. They do campaigner,
yeah.
When you say mine, but after election, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yet some of you guys still follow them.
You know, me, I am not a political artist. You know, I would say I don't follow politicians. You know, like the way people put it. I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
If MPP wants me to come and perform, I put my charge down, go and perform. If NDC wants me, I go. What do I say?
Yeah.
But the artists that campaign for them, all in the name of I'm supporting them, is the problem.
Yeah.
Because some of them, you don't see them moving to them as business people. They move to them as, oh, me person me support too. So that's how come most of them get used. And when the whole occasion is over and will be no more kasa, you have to blame yourself. Because you didn't go to them, because these are like proper businessmen that when you're approaching them, you need to approach them and they understand the business language. But when you go and approach them like, oh, that person means support too.
Where you win him?
We win him. So, issue. Because me like this, I've been getting calls from both NDC and NPP, but they know. I mean, they offer tour. If you want me to go and do something, this. Maybe person me go stage, now me go perform here. Say now between you and me. You understand me? Recently, when I said we were charging $200,000 for a show, me sure Twitter and go set. This year I know the words social media because because you know people just see Shatta like everything I say is just a lie. He's trying to maybe not to artists. You know, I'm in the new generation world, and the new generation is such that we say the thing how it is.
It is.
You understand me? Here we just want to be free. You understand? So say yeah, traffic channel, mini and traffic channel. Who see on smiling, one smiling. I almost say that you head do. No. Felix said, sign up person on
yeah.
But you can't force. You see, and this is where we need to let even people understand that this is how this generation is also. Hey, me papa, or to me friend, no advising me. Say no, Junior. So said, me say daddy, it's not the all kind of. You are making like. Perfect sense, but it's 1964 advice. Yes, because advice be
1964 advice. A bit to say
1964 advice. They said, David baby,
young train.
Yeah, me train wine. Hey, it's the gospel. To say David baby, we go make them. Well, let's make it.
For the past week, let's say 7 days, we're releasing 4 songs. Titles on the crowd from Accra Invasion was one.
Yeah.
Wash and Tougher Than Who and Tracker's Mind.
Yeah.
Strategy were there.
It's music marketing. That's how I say. Like, you know, it's how you market yourself when you find. You see, what Shatta is doing is just trying to tell everybody that whatever you tell yourself you want to do, you can. Only if you are focused. You know, like people like to watch people, and that is their problem of their downfall. Like that's how they don't make it. Me home say me ejuma wo ebia. If I say magazine, magazine or me ejuma or no, me uton ties. Me say me ton ties, but ties no any idea shop. But me, I like to take my ties and carry them on my head and go to the street.
Yep.
Ubia to make us say, that time Uber bro who come by here, me say, some the cost street so me to me tongue bear 4.
Yeah.
Me bash up so obi to me top bear 8.
Okay.
Na manyaska. Wa wo te ono, wo to me top 2 pe.
You are limited.
Yes. Because oba no, obi oton ties bia or magazine bia e shop. Me my family strategy say no, make sure
go out there.
To
approach them.
So, for me to even make more money from this music thing, that is why I release songs like that on YouTube. Because YouTube is for a white man. Thank God YouTube is for a white man. Ghana music industry, thank God YouTube is for a white man.
I don't care for black man and didn't give it.
But man, can you block me that? Because I load songs on YouTube and I sleep and I wake up and I see about $3,000,
you see
$5,000. You know, I see like $10,000, $12,000. One time he said, because a year, how much money I've been making?
Yeah, monthly.
Bro, $200,000 to almost $300,000. I'm like, wow. You see, so it's be a way for me to just make money, and it's a way for me to also feed my fans with good music. So if I have the numbers, which is looking good, and I know that the market's going to come forward because my subscribers are like 1.1, subscribers. Yeah, you know what I mean. So if I watch, I go like, then go for it. So I'm not watching the norms. When I woke up this morning, I wanted to write on Facebook that F the norms of Ghana music. There is a way to enrich yourself in this place. Like I wanted to write it because they've made it look like, oh yeah, artists, na song tries to say, oh sorry, so I say normally in the first 3 months. No, I train, no, I photo shoot. After photo shoot, a video. After video, no, I drink a cry, no, I go London. No, I drink a cry. We have a do. One music in this era will make you go hungry.
So there's no template. Just do your thing.
Music itself doesn't have a template. What Americans are doing, they are not using they are not using any template. They are just creative. So those artists between releasing you now or they are more be wabonte. What is the new summer first tune down? Say okay, there's a whole lot of ways you can market your music. But Hano ubia nam line back also and that line no awayema. So the high rate of poverty in your you know, but like you say, we'll be pretending say, oh, I'm a musician, but Ghana musicians will be some say so through your journey now, can you make like roughly a bit much word to me? Plenty of them will tell you, and they like to use that statement, which is a cowardice type of statement, like you know, I don't like to put my things out there. Must only be can now be wow. What must I say? Yeah, because Charlie David will be on the chair. What must I say? Better will be on the chair. It's not about any bragging. No,